Hi, and welcome to Kayne's Top 5 Under 5, the 5 most important stories in cybersecurity for December 2023. Our first story is from California, and if you're free on December the 8th, you might want to stop by and hear about the draft cybersecurity audit regulations by the California Privacy Protection Agency. The CPPA's revisions are quite substantial. Part of these updates includes the clear definition of a cybersecurity incident, described as any unauthorized event threatening the security or privacy of a business's information systems or the data processed by these systems. Similarly, a cybersecurity threat refers to potential unauthorized events that could harm a business's information systems or the stored information. More importantly, the scope of cybersecurity audits has been broadened. These audits will now evaluate whether businesses are effectively implementing all aspects, and the word all is carrying a lot of water in this sense, of a cybersecurity program. The updated regulations also expand the focus of audits, ensuring a more comprehensive assessment of the business's cybersecurity measures. While these regulations are still in draft form and not final, their approval could set one of the highest standards for cybersecurity auditing in the United States. Our second story is a notable change to the safeguards rule under the Graham-Leach-Bliley Act from the Federal Trade Commission. They have shifted the focus from security event to notification event. The adjustment requires reporting any unauthorized acquisition of unencrypted customer information, a change from the previous emphasis on unauthorized system access or misuse of information. This redefinition may conflict with the GLBA's privacy norms as it stresses customer authorization. Regular data sharing practices could now be mistakenly identified as breaches if non-public information of consumers who have opted out are still being shared with third parties. Financial institutions must report such notification events to the FTC within 30 days of discovery, presenting a challenge in aligning breach response processes for security events and notification events and potentially complicating compliance efforts. Our third story is related to the recent SEC fraud charges against SolarWinds and its former CISO. This case highlights the increased scrutiny on public statements about cybersecurity practices. For CISOs, this underscores the need to understand D&O insurance in the context of cyber risks. D&O insurance policies protect leaders from poor management claims, whereas cyber insurance covers data breaches and privacy issues. CISOs should review and align their D&O and cyber insurance policies, ensuring comprehensive coverage without gaps. This alignment is crucial in adhering to SEC requirements, enhancing overall risk management strategies. It also makes insurance renewals more efficient and targeted and supports risk management initiatives. CISOs also might want to consider a personal umbrella policy as a further line of defense against civil suits. Our fourth story delves into the Security and Exchange Commission's enforcement results for fiscal year 2023. The SEC significantly increased its enforcement actions, filing 784 actions, which is up from last year. This includes 501 standalone cases spanning a wide array of securities law violations. In terms of cybersecurity, the SEC took action against firms like Virtru and Blackbaud for inadequate reporting of cybersecurity risks and incidents. This is a preview of the new SEC security rules happening this month, which could lead to more rigorous enforcement actions. With 40% of standalone cases going to court this year, the SEC has taken an aggressive posture on enforcement. And with stricter cybersecurity regulations on the horizon, we can expect continued stringent enforcement, especially in the realm of cybersecurity risk disclosure and management. Finally, our fifth story is a look ahead next year thanks to Mandiant's recent report. A key theme is the role of AI, both as a tool for attackers and defenders. Attackers are expected to use generative AI for phishing and social engineering, creating more convincing messages and scaling up their campaigns. Cybersecurity professionals are predicted to use AI for improved threat detection and identification of adversaries. Mandiant also anticipates an increase in disruptive hacktivism and wiper malware, possibly aimed at cloud environments and space infrastructure. Cyber espionage will intensify with the use of sleeper botnets, and there will be a renewed focus on older, less noticed attack techniques. The report also forecasts a continued rise in supply chain attacks and a more competitive cyber insurance market. Finally, it suggests a consolidation of security operations to create more integrated, customer-focused ecosystems. These insights provide a roadmap for businesses to prepare for and adapt to the evolving cybersecurity landscape in 2024. Thanks for watching today, and if you want to learn from top cybersecurity experts, be sure to follow our LinkedIn and YouTube page where we host our series of interviews with InfoSec pros.